It is Monday, so it is time again for those free readings. We have Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. I am G with Aroma G's Botanica, and we had a good time this last Saturday. Aroma G's was at the Nashville Pagan Pride Festival, and we had time to actually meet and talk to lots of people. Usually, we're so busy with the booth, but um, Maggie and Con and Berner were all there to help with the booth. So Roy and I had time to go around and talk to people. I taught a class on amulets and charms, and I actually had time this year to actually attend a little bit of other people's classes. So that was a lot of fun. Before we start, I wanted to cover something about my Good Mojo Lenormand deck that just came out about 5 weeks ago or something. It's the 5th edition. Someone asked me what some of the different cards were, and these are new cards that I had added to the deck. There's like 9 new cards. So someone asked me what the mirror card means. The mirror card is about many things. It's about looking into yourself. It's also about the things that we reflect on onto other people. There may be times when we, I don't know, accuse other people of saying a certain thing or feeling a certain way when really that's not the case. It's really just the way we project what we feel onto other people. Um, so it's an introspective card. It tells you to actually look in yourself. What is it? What is it you should be looking at? Um, there are times in our lives where we maybe complain about someone or something they're doing. And the reason why we have that complaint is because it's something within ourselves that we don't like. And it really grates at us and brings it to our attention, makes it something we don't want to look at. So therefore, we reflect it onto someone else. So it's a very complicated card. It is about being honest with yourself. It is about how we see the world and how we see ourselves in an honest way, and some of the bad junk that people may trigger things within ourselves that we don't want to look at. So that is what the mirror card means in the Good Mojo Lenormand. So let's see. Do we have any questions yet? Richard, hey, you're back. Yes, and Reverend Roy and I will Wednesday night will be doing our Wednesday night live. Last week was a big success. It was about, what did we talk about? It was gee, I'm going blank. We have so many ideas floating around about different things. What did we talk about? Different ways to use your magic. But this week we're talking about all the creative things you can do with magical oils. Ways you may not even think of how to use your oils. So they're not just to pour a couple of drops on a 7-day candle. We have lots of different ways. So that's Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Robin said, and there to distract. Hello, Robin. Carlene, Les. There's Lolita again. Lolita, will I ever find love in marrying? You know what? Let's use the Good Mojo deck. The last time I read with it, I didn't put in my extra cards. I had taken them out so I could read them like a more traditional Lenormand deck. But this week I'm going to use all of them. All the extra 9 cards that I put in, plus the 36 in a traditional Lenormand. So let's see. Will he ever... Let me go back. Will I ever find love and marry? Well, it looks like you'll have luck in that department. Here is the clover, which is all about good luck. And Lenormands are red and pear, so I've got to pull another one. I mean, if you go in direct answer to your question, I think the answer is yes, because here's the garden card. There's luck in the garden card. And the garden card is about being surrounded by people you enjoy their company with. It's about parties. It's about being around loved ones. So that could go either way. I mean, I think it leans more towards a yes. Um, Even if it didn't occur, it showed you will have a lifetime filled, uh, surrounded by people that you enjoy their company and have fun with. But I think it leans more towards a yes. Let's see. Less job prediction. Let's go over to tarot. Well, I mean, if you're looking for a job, you're going to find one. It's the Three of Cups. And not only that, or you may transfer to another one, but it's also when you're going to enjoy. You'll actually love what you do once you get there. So I think the job prospect is either looking up, or if you're moving to want to move to another one, it's even better. Yes, Lady B. The top is why your spells aren't working. Just blank. Couldn't think of what we talked about last week. Why your spells aren't working. Yes, that was it. Hey, I knew it had something to do with spells. We talk about stuff constantly, different show ideas, different things going on in the store, different future class ideas. Um, no one, there's too much stuff in my head. Eva Marie, hope you had a beautiful weekend. We did. It was also for Pagan Pride. It was also chilly when we got there. Um, it had been 45 that night. It was the first night it had finally cooled down and felt like fall. So it was a good day for it. Completely sunny. We got to eat things we shouldn't eat out of food trucks. So there was another good thing. Eva Marie, may I get a general reading for today? Well, today's full of magic. Uh, the magician card is about creating something out of nothing. It's creating new things. It's creation. So today is all about starting something new because you asked for today. Um, Start a new project, one you've been putting off. It'll go well, according to this, for today's energy. Or some idea you've been running with. If anything, make a list about it and get the ball rolling. Carlene. Will my husband come back to the state where we live to find a job, or should I move on? Will he come back to the state you live? And right now, it looks like he's not going to. Now, I always tell people a tarot reading is a reflection of the moment you ask this question. That doesn't mean you can't, when we're done here, go and call him, talk to him, talk it through, and change all this. But right now, based on the question that you asked, is he going to find a job in the state you're in? Right now, it's no. Hello, Kim. Wishing you a wonderful day. You too. Richard, why this guy from a group I met with this weekend have such animosity towards me? Didn't even know him. Wow, that could go back to the I was talking about that mirror card. Sometimes that is why people have who don't even know us, don't know our motives, have animosity towards us because it's something within themselves they don't like that they see in you, or something they wish they had. Knight of Wands. Unusual card for the question that you asked. Knight of Wands. Let's see. I mean, I think he thought of you as someone who, I think that is kind of nail on the head. He thought of you as someone who takes charge, someone who had a little bit more self confidence than they have. There was a little bit of jealousy there. In other words, you just kind of rubbed him the wrong way. Don't think too much about it. Denise, the Two of Cups comes up for me a lot. Is there a message to help me understand why? Well, I think you should go and I'm trying to find it in the deck. Really research the Two of Cups. A lot of what I give you is, of course, surface information based on the question you ask me and the moment you ask it. And of course, it's probably going to be the last one in the deck, but I'm looking. Um, all the cards are archetypes of all phases of our lives. So there's something in your life that is, I want to pull that up so everyone else can see it because they may not be familiar with that card. And remember, there's 78 tarot cards, so that's why I am thumbing through them trying to find it. But really, really research that card. There are so many layers to tarot. Look around, do a lot of research. What all does this card mean? Because it has many, many meanings, both upright and in reverse. Still looking, still looking. Where is this card? Like I told you, watch it be the very last one in the deck. Don't tell me I skipped it. Here we are, Two of Cups. So for anyone who's not familiar with what this card looks like, I mean, I think of this often more as the Lover's card than the Lover's card because the Lover's card can be about partnership. Um, this really is about striking a partnership with someone. Um, it is about combining your emotions. Um, so it could also be something you're seeking. Maybe you want this in your life. A strong connection with another person. It could be even on a business level. It doesn't have to be on a love level. So if this keeps coming up, I think you should go and really research this card in all of its meanings, both upright and reverse, and something will resonate with you and you'll know. You'll like, aha, you'll have an epiphany. Aha, that's what it's trying to tell me. I think I scrolled a little too much. Hello, Sean. Hello, So John. I just stopped in to tell everyone happy Monday. May it bring everything you need. What a good message. Anisha has a question about housing situation. You like my cup? Stirring magic with coffee. Housing situation. Housing situation. You know what? I'm going to go to Lenormand for this. Something about the mice. The mice means something is eating away at something you have. It could be your finances, your chances for finding the right housing. It can be other people that are in your house that are wrecking your chances. Something is eating away either at your finances or your chances. But I'm going to pull another card and see what goes with it. The ring, which is sort of a contract. It is a promise. So something is eating away at. I don't know what kind of housing you mean, but it's almost like you're far down the line, and it's like being in a queue waiting for something to come up, and something keeps eating away at your chances. So figure out whatever obstacles are in your way. May want to magically work on those. So really honestly ask yourself what could possibly be eating away at whatever chances you have to get in where you're wanting to get. And then tackle that. Courtney, Sean. Hey, can I have a card about seeing the number 333 way too much? Well, let's ask the cards. Not sure the cards always have a clear answer for questions like that, but it may give you a theme that you can resonate with that might lead you to an answer. It's the crossroads. So it's something about having to come to a decision. There's some decision to make where you can either turn one way or the other. So keep an eye out whenever you see that number. If it somehow associates with decision making, does it come up at times where you're talking about work, where you're talking about moving, um, something like that? So see if you can find the association when that number comes up, about making a choice, a clear choice to go one way or the other. Victoria, will my oldest son's special ed meeting go in his favor or not? It's the man card. I'm going to pull another one because this just could indicate your son. It could indicate is there a male teacher or a male principal or something that's not seeing things the way you do. But I'm going to pull another one to go with it. Well, the fish card is about abundance, things going your way, things going well. It's usually about money. So maybe this man is an advocate. So if there is a specific male or male energy teacher or something that can speak on his behalf with whatever this meeting is, turn to them. The second card shows it will go well. Courtney, will I get a position I interviewed for recently? This leans a little towards no right now. So, if you can reach out and ask, tell them how interested you are, or do something to show that, that may be more helpful based on the card sort of telling you right now it leans a little more towards no. So make sure they know you're the best candidate. Eva Marie says she's been to Florida recently and it was 90 degrees and she's looking for scuba diving jobs this morning. I do not envy you. I have hydrophobia, so I will not be competing with you for those scuba diving jobs. Robin, should I go to the Led Zeppelin tribute band tonight? LOL. She said yes. Does the card say yes? Eight of Cups, which I call it the screw it card. It's like drop everything you're doing and just go ahead and go. You may have to duck out of an obligation today in order to do everything you need to do to line up so you can go and get there on time. You may have to, like I said, duck out of a meeting or leave early or something like that. Lest will my sibling, which is his twin, find love. Shuffling. It's the Six of Cups, which is a card of nostalgia, things feeling at home. It can sometimes deal with children, but it's more of a feel. There's a feeling behind this card, a feeling of nostalgia. So I don't think this answers this question, so I'm going to pull another one to go with it. I think this shows more of your concern for your twin, but Knight of Swords. So I think the answer leans more towards yes. It's almost like the right person will come rushing in when they least expect it, if that makes sense. So it'll just appear out of nowhere. I always call that one the Knight in Shining Armor card. Chris, will I get a new job? Not having much luck in my search. I'm going to shuffle really well again before we go to the next one. Knight of Wands comes up again. It's almost like, let me read the question again. Will I get a new job soon? Not having much luck in my search. Now, this tells me you have to get creative with the way you're searching. Maybe even reached out to some people who may be in the field that you want, that you know, about any feelers or people they know or contacts they have. But the wands are usually about creativity, making things happen out of nothing. So it looks like you have to, if you haven't been having luck in the way you've been doing it, you have to think outside the box and find a creative way to maybe get the connections that you need to get the job that you want. Chelsea, what's going on between me and my sweetheart? Nine of Swords. We used to refer to them as sweetheart. So I would say this is more of one of you is having a lot of stress or a lot of problems with something. I don't know if it's work. I don't think it's in the relationship. I think one of you just has a lot on your mind and it's very distractful at the moment and making it where, I don't know, maybe there's not a lot of time for romance or the mood or um, wanting to have long, loving, meaningful conversations. It's just one of you has a lot on your mind and it will pass. Relationships do have ebbs and flows. So you just have to ride out the ebb. Vicky, I'm not sure your question. It just says lawsuit before the end of the year. Let's just go with those words and just see what the card says. I'm not sure. Should you file one? Will you be in one? Is there one? Four of Cups. There's something you're overlooking. I don't know what it is. You'll have to research that. But something about a lawsuit. There is an element that you're overlooking that you need to investigate. Hopefully, you'll know what that is or can figure it out. Jenny, will our house pass inspection? Look back around the house again. There's something that's going to cause you some problems and maybe a little bit of money you weren't expecting. So look around, see if there's anything you can identify. And if it is something that will cost money to fix, get more than one estimate. Abby, will my love interest ask me out? It's the Chariot, which is about things being held into place. It could go either way. If they don't, you may have to ask them out. In some cards, like in the Mythic Tarot, he's actually holding the reins on two horses, one black and one white. On this one, there are no reins; they're just on the front of the chariot. I don't know how this chariot is going to move because this one, hey, they're blocking the wheels. but it's more about holding things steady at a steady pace, holding the reins. So, you know, make sure to put the hints out there that you're willing, but give it a deadline. It's like if they don't ask you out in, like, let's say 3 weeks or something, you need to do the asking. Everyone, I love the cup. Pretty cup. It is a pretty cup. We have these in the store too, a bunch of different ones. They come with these little interesting spoons too, which I never use. I think it's around here somewhere. There it is. A little spoon that says spells on it. See my little lucky cats back here waving. Let's see. Will my upcoming show/job opportunity be good for my business? It's a 7 of Wands, which is about sort of fighting off competition or holding your ground. Um, you may find there may be a lot of different people there doing what you do. So if it's a show, you said show job opportunity. Maybe if it's a show where, like, you're setting a booth, for example, or something, make sure yours stands out because it looks like you will have other more competition. So make sure whatever you're doing stands out above the rest and is unique. Lady, what is the energy in my household? Which Page of Pentacles, which is usually about the beginning of something. Sometimes this is the beginning of a business. Energy in the household. I mean, this can be about a change. It's things are getting ready to take a turn for you, where there could be a new plan coming up. I mean, it's almost like your life is beginning to shift and take a different turn. And I don't know what's going on in the house, but maybe you're feeling that. So something is about to change. Amber, what areas of my life need more awareness now? Magician card, which we started with at the beginning of all these readings. So let me read this again. What areas of my life need more awareness right now? Be aware that you are in full charge of your destiny. You can change your circumstances, your situations, and mold it to what you're wanting to happen. The Magician card is about how he has all the tools in the tarot deck right here at his disposal. So you just have to tap into that energy and make what you want to happen. We're almost out of time. I'm going to try to get through a few more. I tell you what, we'll run over a few extra seconds. No, we're not going to do a Rummagey's commercial today because we are going to run out of time, and I'm going to get to a couple more questions. I will tell you, if you do want to support these free readings, go watch some of the videos on the Rummagey's YouTube channel. And if you're wanting to support us, maybe sit through the commercials, since we actually do get paid when you watch the commercials. So sit through a couple of them, but we do a lot of interesting videos over there. I can't even remember, there's hundreds of videos over there, and we keep adding more. Also, if you want to see these live readings, they won't be under videos. You'll actually go to the tab that says live, and you will see all the past recordings of these daily card readings. Let's see. Ramiro, can you tell me how will your work be in the next few months? Well, It is a victorious card, the Six of Wands. It's someone going, well, riding into town celebrating the victory they've won. So, what you're wanting to happen with your work in the next 2-3 months will be prosperous, victorious. Um, so, it's a good card. I have time for like two more. Today, we actually went a full 30 minutes on the 20-minute tarot. CC general reading. Something is keeping you kind of upside down, CC. The Hanged Man is about being held in suspension. Um, things feel all topsy turvy right now. It's like being out of control. But if you look at his position, he can come out of it. He can climb up that pole and get out of it, but it doesn't feel that way right now. So whatever's holding you back, just hold on and the energy will change. Magic and mischief. Will my new business be profitable and enjoyable? Yes. 10 of Pentacles. It'll be very profitable. Enjoyable. I'm sure it will because it's something you're interested in. Page of Cups about starting something new and prosperity. So magic and mischief, it all looks good from here. It's like there's money, starting new things, making new business relationships, and it's going to work out well. Okay, so we did run out of time. Actually, we went over time, but I'll be back here tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I think Nikki is joining us again this week on Thursday. Lady M will be on Friday. And I'm toying around with the idea of having a short morning show, maybe 12 minutes each day, where we talk about a magical topic. You tell me in the comments, even after this is ended, if that's a good idea. And what are some of the things you want me to talk about? Also, don't forget, Reverend Roy and I are on this week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central, and we'll be talking about all the creative ways to use magical oils. In the meantime, go to Aroma G's Botanica and check out all the great things we're doing. And this week, all the protection magical products are on sale. I think it's 14% off. So until tomorrow, bye-bye.